welcome to the Tyrant and Training Show. It is Kevy Velvet. It's actually Kevin. That's the voice of Celine, who is my fiance. This podcast is an improv comedy power fantasy podcast, which means every week I talk to a new guest, asking them what sort of perfect island they would build to rule over as a tyrant. To give you an example, I've asked Celine to join me to answer one question on her own island that I would naturally be following you, because I love you. I want to ask you, what mundane everyday item would you ban?
Oh, I would ban... I mean, toilet brushes came to mind, but I don't.
Toilet paper. I was like, oh, toilet bro. Why toilet brushes?
I don't actually want to ban them. I think they're very useful.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So yeah, no.
Okay, they're fine.
Not those.
Okay, they're in.
They're in.
Yeah.
I just go through a list of things that I want. No.
You want a toilet brush?
Christmas is coming up.
Okay.
Don't get me a toilet brush for Christmas, please.
Explain the podcast premise.
I'm so sorry.
What do you want to ban on your island?
I would ban hair clips that aren't strong enough for hair.
So weak hair clips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there'd be regulations.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
Sometimes you buy one and you're like, it's actually not. It can't control my mane.
Okay, how whimsical.
There we go.
There you go.
I'm
This
so
is also
sorry.
a helpful podcast. But I want to also mention today's guest, who is Irish comedian Paul Marsh. And I want to play some out-of-context quotes regarding Paul's perfect island.
Ooh.
The idea of me being a tyrant is just heaven. Could pass down the radiators would be grand. Seeing something happening and just say, right, you're in jail for 2 days, good luck. Limerick is a lot like sex. And I can't be manipulated. Pour some sugar on me.
That is President Paul of Marshapalooza describing Limerick as
He's
sex.
right about Limerick now.
He's fully right.
Yeah.
You haven't left in 13 years. So you can find this podcast on all podcast platforms and the website Tyrant and Training, and on Blue Sky and TikTok and Instagram and YouTube if you look for Tyrant and Training podcast. Ooh. And yeah, here is Paul. By the way, before I go, I have to ask you about this. Toilet brushes. What?
Yeah.
Do you want to regulate them in any way?
They all have to be good.
In what's good about? Okay, what good?
I don't know, like a sturdy, strong one that'll
take go on.
Work really well
to remove any crap.
I don't want to continue this.
Okay, we're getting into the podcast. Thank you very much for listening. Here's Paul. I've never asked someone this. Like, do you have any great what you want to accomplish with your own country?
Not really. When you asked me about this podcast and I was listening to, I listened to a few of them, my mind started to go. My first thought was, when you're in your 50s, this is heaven, because people in their 50s complain about,
Oh God, yeah.
50s is kind of like first year old person. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're just getting into that frame of thinking. Yeah. So I've just started with that kind of giving out, and the world is a terrible place, and fucking young people have it around, and So the idea of me being a tyrant is just right up my alley now at the moment.
Oh, you can definitely come up with some speeches like.
I actually wrote down, because I was coming up from Tipperary the other day, and I wrote down that I had this idea years ago that I just thought that the whole Judge Dredd thing is a great idea. It's just done badly in the movies.
Right.
Where you get just one person to be a Garda and a judge and everything, and he just decides
do the whole job.
But you'd have to be very careful. You'd have to do loads of interviews, and you can't just waltz into the job. It has to be like psychologists and all checking you out. But if they think you're like a really sound person who could go around just judging people and sorting it all out, no courts, no fucking any of that, just seeing something happening and just say, right, you're in jail for 2 days, good luck.
Jesus, Paul. We haven't even set up your country, and you're already administering justice.
We've started off
just immediately.
But the reason I'm saying this is because this is my thing, that when you said it, that was my first thought. And when I was driving up from Tipperary the other day, a car in front of me went into the express lane and then realized they had no change. And I was like, in my head, I was going, in my world, prison for 2 days. That is one of the worst things you can do. It's literally called the express lane. Anyway, we started off badly.
That person's gone. Okay. I love it. I will come back to the Judge Dredd stuff because I want to know more. But I will set up this country proper, and then we'll get into it. Right. So, wait, I have to pull out here the Google Maps. I'm going to show you a map of the world because I want to find out where you want your island. It's usually kind of more of a like what sort of weather you want to live in. So here's a map of the world. Here are some dots where everyone has placed their islands. Where would you like to stay? Do you want to be close? See,
I think close to Ireland because I'm not a sun worshipper. Like I mentioned to you earlier off screen, I went to the cinema. I went to the cinema when I was on my holidays, and my wife thought it was madness. But I would probably put it down the bottom. Just I like Kerry and Cork and that neck of the woods. Yeah,
just off. Is that not where all the like the Corrib gas stuff is? No, it was
down there, and I think that's it's up higher.
Oh,
actually, Dingle. Yeah.
So I think whereabouts?
Around there. Yeah, within distance of the mainland, but not too close.
Right. We'll put you around here. Right. Ireland.
Perfect.
Has a couple of million people. How many people do you want on your island?
You'd have to. I heard other people talking about this, and I think you'd have to have it manageable. I think you'd want to have it. I would like the idea that my country is a place that people want to go live in, and they think like, geez, I'd love to live there someday.
Yeah.
So I keep it at about 250,000, I think.
Only 250,000. That's tiny.
Only 250,000. It's very sought after type of place. Just
it's exclusive. Jesus.
Yeah. And I'd like to think that the mainland would just start copying all my stuff.
Ireland, when you say the mainland, they'll start copying.
Yeah, sorry, it's nice to refer to Ireland as the mainland. Isn't it?
The mainland, that's what you people call it on your island. Okay.
I used to work with a guy who was from England, and he used to refer to England as the mainland, and I was like, have you seen a map?
Yeah, he has an old map. So you have 250,000 people there. They sound a bit snobby, if I'm honest. If they're like,
as I say them out loud now, probably does. It probably should have gone about 500,000.
You want to let in an extra half? Or
go on. We'll make it a half.
Say half. That's fine. We go for 500,000. So
it's 1/10 of Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah, on your island. Wait, I should say on your island. What do you want to call your island? Do you want to name it after yourself?
Myself and my family have this thing every year that we all try and meet up once to play games and have a games day. And I have 7 nephews and 3 nieces, and we call it Marshapalooza. So I think
Marshapalooza,
I think is what I would call it. Yeah.
Here's the thing that I have to ask about that. You say about playing games. Do you have any trophies or anything like that?
No, I tell you what it was, how it came about was so I have 7 nephews, and when they were all younger, they were all in around the same age, we'd say maybe 3 or 4 years. I was the cool uncle. I was the firefighter in Dublin who came home and played games. And I used to ring down we have a forest near where we live, about 3 miles from us. The Galaxy Mountains, basically. So we used to play 52 Bonkers, which is
fantastic. 45, 40, I think they call it.
People have different names on it.
That's the original. Yeah.
But take it really seriously, like where the lads would go off and hide, and like you wouldn't, every game took an hour,
Yeah.
And so then one of my nephews, Richard, when he was 21, my sister was asking him, what did you want to do? Do you want to have a birthday party? Do you want to have this, whatever? And they're all like, at this stage, they're all in their 20s. And years later, and he said no, he didn't want to have a party, but he goes, what he would love to do is have another game just for nostalgia of 52 Bonkers. We for his 21st, we all came down and we played 52 Bonkers. And my sister, one of my sisters was like in her 50s at this stage, and we just decided, look, screw this, we had a fucking brilliant day, there's no age limit to this, let's do it every year. So we played 52 Bonkers, and my brother has a house down there. We have a barbecue, and so that's our Marshapalooza. We didn't actually have it this year, so we're having it 2026 to be back on. So
that what month is that on? Or what?
And the fun, I'll tell you another thing. My sister was in town one day and was passing this army surplus and saw a camouflage jacket for €10, and went in and bought it. Just specifically like that. How bad is that? Like, she's a very fashionable woman normally, but she was like, I'm getting that for 52 Bonkers. I just thought that was hilarious.
Wait, has she used that yet? Like, did it
no,
work?
Not yet. No, it's in stores. It was 2026 she's going to be unveiling that. She made a mistake in coming down wearing pink one year, and that was you could just spot her a mile away.
That's a rookie, Manu. Yeah, that's a terrible idea. Okay. It's hardly on your list of to-do things, but keep me informed on how that jacket goes when I hear.
Yeah, I will do. Yeah,
I'm 37. I would gladly run out there and play 52 Bonkers.
yeah,
But okay, so Marshapalooza is a party island already. What
yeah.
what would you like to be known as? Your official title? Would you like to be king of Marshapalooza, or
Oh, I don't like the king thing.
no,
President, I suppose, would be.
you just
Yeah,
want to go president?
yeah. It's in the news a lot late at the moment. So yeah, president. Yeah,
Would it be
and a casual president like the one we have. You know,
President Paul or President
President
Marsh?
President Paul, I would say. Yeah,
Okay, people may call you
yeah,
PP for short. Is that okay?
yeah. That's okay. No problem.
No problem with that. Okay.
I'm in my 50s. I do a lot of
It's just a reminder for you,
that.
to be honest.
Yeah,
Okay, so we have President Paul. I have that saved there. President Paul, and I'll put in the name there later. And it's just there, and you have loads of room outside, with the
yeah,
500,000 people, right? Right. I do have to ask with your island. There's two kind of options here, and either way, your people are going to be happy, right? They
right.
came to this island because they like it. Would you let the people vote for like 100 senators? They'll take over the everyday, boring, admin parts of ruling the country. Or would you say
Yeah,
to them, look, there's no voting. You'll pick 10 people that you trust and they'll do the everyday boring part. Is it like, do you want democracy or not?
yeah.
You have ultimate say, by the way. You have, whatever you say goes.
See, I always think if you're going to go at it, go at it. Like if I'm going to be like a tyrant and take over, I'd go with the
Do
10.
it right.
And just trust me. Yeah, do it right.
And they'll all
There's
be
always
like, yeah,
room. There's always room for manipulation. I just think,
yeah, no, don't complicate it. And the people who are there are just going to be like, well, we voted for PP, we're getting PP. I'm done.
Yeah.
That joke is kind of gone now. President Paul, I've mined that as much as I'm willing. And
Yeah,
so they're going to be happy with that, right? They have no
they're going to
voting.
be happy. Yeah.
I just want to make that clear. Paul Marsh, no voting.
I think when you're from the country, like I'm from Tipperary and I moved to Dublin when I was 19, you see both sides of politics in Ireland. I think, from the city to
The
because
local and
the Dubs slag off the local elections. They slag off the likes of the Healy Rays, and then the Healy
yeah,
Rays slag off the likes of Bertie Ahern.
yeah.
You see it from both angles. It's the whole thing is just there to be manipulated, and I think just
You get rid of
bypass
that.
all that. Get
That's
rid of
perfect.
that. I'm gonna and I can't be manipulated. Apparently.
But I'll put that out. That's in a quote.
That's my logo. Yeah.
That's your logo. I can't be manipulated. By the way, I should mention as well, I'm from Tipperary as well. I'm actually from Newport.
Oh, are you? All right, I'm down the other end,
You're
near
down the other end.
Clonmel.
Yeah. Oh, geez, that's
Because
farther away.
someone asked me, the lads were down in Nina and they were playing golf or something. And I came up to
Mm.
meet them on the second night, and they said, "Oh, handy for you. You're just down the road." I was like, "I'm 63 miles down the road
Yeah, no,
from
that's
Nina."
it's funny. I think the only person I interviewed from Tip as well is Newell's, who has a podcast called Ireland Crimes and Mysteries, and she's from
Right?
I think either Cashel or Clonmel, somewhere around there. Or no, maybe
Yeah.
it could be Thurles. But yeah, it's just funny
Must check it out.
when someone else said it to me. She's lovely. She's very nice. And
What's the name of the podcast? I got to check it out.
Ireland Crimes and Mysteries.
Oh, lovely. Right. I'm podcast mad at the moment. I'm
Really?
yeah, I don't normally have nice cars, but I have a car at the moment, one day where it's one of those ones that when you get out it stops, and then when you come back in it starts again.
It just starts
I
up
fucking
again.
love that. Yeah.
Oh, that's way. Yeah,
So
that's very futuristic.
yeah, that has really boosted my podcast listening abilities, because there's nothing worse when you gotta go back and go, oh, where was I again on this bloody thing? You know what I mean? Where now I just in and out to work every day, podcast. So
Really,
I'm catching up with old ones that I haven't.
But a few people have said like, "Oh, you're in the same county." I was like, "Yeah, but I'm like Limerick is closer to me. Like that's a 5-minute drive.
Yeah,
Mel is an hour, and it's not a straight
that's it.
road. You're messing around.
It's one of, but it's the way it's kind of put in there. It's kind of deceiving.
Yeah.
How I got my little fella. He's 10. He got a map of Ireland that's a jigsaw, and every county is independent.
Yeah.
And you actually take Tipperary out by itself. You look at it and go, it's like Cuba, the country Cuba. People, if you put Cuba, if you Google, if you want to now, say, put Cuba into Europe.
I'm going to literally Google, put Cuba into
Europe. And it goes from Norway down to Spain, I think. Is that right?
Okay. What if Cuba, no, wait. No.
And also you have to go images. Go into images.
This is why this podcast just goes off topic. Oh, wait, is that it?
I heard this.
Oh, hold on a minute. This is Cuba. Just, I mean, it's a bit slim, but it.
If you do it the other way across Europe, it goes down from Norway.
Oh, I mean,
see if I got it here.
It does show you here with North America. Like it just reaches up the entire of the western side of North America. Like it is massive compared to what you think.
I can't find that picture that I saw before, but
Mm.
it goes from the end of Scandinavia down to Spain. It's a huge.
Jesus. Yeah, look, it looks wide. I was going to say, like it's slim, but it
I
reaches across, doesn't it?
I have a kind of an obsession with countries, and I thought if I got a big map
Mm.
for my little fella that he would learn whenever we discuss anything.
Yeah.
I go and I show him where it is on the map.
No,
Oh,
do
sorry,
you?
it's not Cuba. It's not Cuba. It's Chile. I'm making a fucking. It's Chile. Sorry, sorry, sorry.
Right. Chile. Okay, I'm gonna do
I'm
after.
like, I was like, I'm getting something wrong here. I'm getting something wrong. So put Chile into Europe. Sorry.
Oh Jesus. Okay, yeah. No, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank God you didn't say, "Oh no, I meant Russia." And you're like, "Well,
Edit the
Russia."
Cuba thing out because I'm going to come like for someone who's starting up their own country that doesn't fucking know about other countries, it's not going to look good.
Ooh, that many world leaders don't know about other countries. There you go.
Yeah, no, there you go. That's
There
it.
you
There.
go. That's just a big long. Yeah, they're after dividing Europe in that map. Which,
But when you see it down the side of South America, it just kind of fits in. That's the Tipperary. I think Chile is the Tipperary of
that's
the world.
Chile is the Tipperary of the world. Yeah,
Yeah.
that works.
You don't realize how big it is. As they say about many men from Tipperary as well. I'm only joking.
Yes, that is very true. I tell you with your island called Marshapalooza, what type of house do you want? Do you want a mansion, a castle, an estate?
I saw this thing in Denmark recent. Is it Denmark? Some Scandinavian thing where they all have the communities in a circle. Do you see those?
Do you mean the community, like the town itself or whatever, is done out in a circle?
Oh no, all the housing estates are in a circle. I'll see if I can find that. I know I'm going off track here.
No. This is exactly what
from what I gather about you like this anyway. So
absolutely. Denmark's utopian garden. No wait, this can't be it.
I think it is Denmark. So
Circle City.
That's it. I saw that and I thought, what a brilliant. Look at the line. Like you park your cars in the middle. Everyone has the same garden. Everyone has this, and you're so close to everyone. It's such a brilliant way of building a housing estate, I thought.
Hang on a minute. You mentioned Judge Dredd earlier. So is there going to be, because they have Mega Tower 1, Mega Tower 2. So do you have Mega Circle?
Maybe that's where I'm going. The reason I'm going there is because the house that I mentioned earlier on about us buying a 4-bedroom house, but it's a terrace house, so we don't own the garden in front of. So I kind of have an obsession with gardens at the moment,
Yeah.
You don't really realize how lucky you are down in Limerick to have that little bit of garden in front of your house.
We have a bit of garden out the back. Well, we don't. Well, the grass is just long.
That's slowly going in Dublin.
Okay. So you want to be one house in this circle, mega
in that
circle.
Yeah.
You just want one.
And then I would imagine that all the other circles would all be friends as well. I just
they're
think
your advisors, right? They're all people. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the 10 advisors. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So you'll have whatever many 11 or 12 houses there.
Yeah.
Do you want anything fancy in your house? Do you want a throne or anything like that?
No, none of that.
You sure? Any fancy things? Swimming pool, basketball court, cinema, anything?
No, I wouldn't. I don't want to stand out at all. Just the whole thing is that anyone can be president someday. I think when I'm gone.
When you're gone, yeah, we'll make that clear. Do you want any armed guards or any of your judges around?
I would hope that everyone would toe the line. I don't think so. I'd have a few. I've had a few Judge Dredds going away. Dredd is not. It's not a good name. I don't think it's good marketing.
Okay. Yeah.
The all-rounder police, or something I call them.
The all-rounder police. Okay.
Yeah. They're going to be a guard who's a judge and a prison officer.
Oh,
so he's going to put his hand on your shoulder and say, "Listen, I just saw you doing that bad form. You're going to prison for 2 days. Hop in my car." Brings you around to the prison and goes, "This guy, let him out in 2 days."
Oh, but he doesn't stay in there. Like, he's not actually a prisoner.
Oh no, he's not going to keep an eye on you. No, he's going to go back
and
and find more people. Yeah.
He'll find more of them. Okay. Do they have quotas to reach? Because I feel like they're just going out.
No quotas or anything like that. That's the whole thing. They're going to go with a very stringent interview process.
Yeah. So
that they don't lose the run of themselves. Because I think that would be the one thing that could happen here. But but they don't lose the run of themselves. And no one can sway them in any way. They can't go get friendly with them. And I know a Judge Dredd, or I know an all-rounder.
I know Jim.
I'll have a word with
an all-rounder. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you said there's a very very intense interview process. I would like to role play this out. I would like to knock on the door, sit down, and say, "Hello, I'm here for this interview. What questions am I going to be asked?" My name is
first
Stephen.
Question would be, if you see a member of your family committing a crime, would you let him off?
I'll shoot him immediately. Yeah. Depending on the crime.
There's no shooting. Everything involves prison.
Okay.
It's either everything from a day. You can get a day in prison.
Yeah.
A week in prison if things are really bad.
Yeah.
If you're really, really bad, a month. But if you're talking like murder or something like that,
Okay.
just no, you're gone. You're gone off Marshapalooza at that stage.
Right. Okay. No. Okay. I didn't realize the limits. Okay. A month in prison for every single one of my family. I tell you that. Those people have been asking for it.
Yeah, but you don't want them to go overboard either. You don't want to go, fuck them, I'm going to get out of here. Like, because that's,
they're
that'd be more dangerous, I think.
They are killing out, they're out there killing people on the mainland. I will put them in prison when I find them. Is that okay?
Right, yeah. Yeah, that's okay all you're worried about is Marshapalooza. So you just get the people that are, just keep people in line. Yeah.
If they arrive from the mainland, I'll look after them. They're my family.
And even stuff like, say, standing on a travelator. If they were caught, say, 2 or 3 times doing that, day in prison, just to teach them a lesson.
Oh, I thought you meant an escalator. I envisioned escalator. Yeah. I was like, well, give them a bit of a. But no, travelator. Yeah, no, put them in for a day.
I would be really like. There'd be loads of other like literally. If you use the word literally 5 times in one day in the wrong context, day in prison. Yeah.
Okay, but I will literally put them in prison for a month.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah,
that's okay. I have one for you here. Here's Stephen's my new pet peeve. Yeah. I would put someone in prison for a day if they did this more than once. When describing something, and they say like, "How many drinks did you have last night?" Instead of saying they had 2 or they had 3, because they should know which one they had, they say 2 or 3. If they're having to be so vague about such a small number, like if someone said, how many people are on this podcast recording last night, or right now, rather, Jesus. If someone said that and Celine answered about 2 or 3 people, I'd say, no, Celine, there's 2 people on this podcast. Go to prison. Yeah. Is that okay?
I actually have a whole thing I do this whole routine about units of alcohol, because we have, as paramedics, we have a PCR form to fill out. Yeah. And there's one question that Irish people can't answer. How many units of alcohol? Oh, and it sounds like simple enough that for every point there's 2 units, and if you had 3 points, you've had 6 units.
Right.
Irish people cannot answer it. I think there's something with us with numbers.
Right.
And they go, oh, geez, I had a fair few. Yeah. No, but how many units have you had? Oh, geez, I'd hate.
A couple.
They just they cannot answer that question.
Yeah.
So I think that 2 or 3 thing, that just Irish people just like to be vague. They don't like to be specific about, it doesn't.
Yeah. No. I that's a day in prison for me. If you can't, it's different if you say.
See, you get carried away. I had loads of them here. The literally thing is that's at the moment, literally is losing the run of itself. That word, I think. My niece said the other day that she was literally Hank Marvin. And I was like, you're not.
Is she? No, okay.
Hank Marvin, as far as I remember, was the lead guitarist of the Shadows. I don't know if he's still alive, but you're not him.
Did she believe in reincarnation? Or not?
She could be. No. She could be the new. I should have given her a guitar and said, prove it. Yeah.
Everyone has a right to defend themselves.
And there's a guy on the radio the other day said, there's some artist on it. She goes, oh, she's brilliant. I saw her in the Olympia last year, and she was literally on fire. And I was like, no, she wasn't, because I work for Dublin Fire Brigade.
Yeah,
I would have come in the next morning and said to the lads, busy night, and they would have said, you're not going to fucking believe this, but
that will haunt me what I just saw will haunt me for the rest of my days.
We were called to the Olympia last night. We didn't know what we were going to. It turns out the lead singer went fucking up on fire, So of the
performance, people clapped along thinking it was part of the show. It shows you the cruelty of society these days.
Pacific and specific used to be but now literally is the one. I just fucking
Okay,
that's actually fair. I changed my mind. It's 2 days in prison.
2 days. Oh, so you can slide it. It's not just a day a week.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else, by the way, Stephen needs to know, or is he just happy as long as his family are okay?
Yeah, no, that's all. That's just
all right.
We'll come up with we'll add. I was going to say as well that the whole year thing. The way to have it, like a year, you change laws, or you have I do everything by a month. Just the first of the month, there's a big announcement.
You're having an announcement
on the first of the month, and we're going to change the national anthem every month by vote, and it has to be an 80s rock classic.
Oh, okay. Any off the top of your head now that you'd go with?
Like Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard, or something like Journey, Don't Stop Believing, or something. Imagine being at a match and you go, and here's the national anthem, Just a Small Town Boy, be deadly.
You'd only do it for a month though. No longer.
Just for a month. Everything is
Yeah.
for a month, and then you change. And next month I mightn't feel as strongly as I do about the word literally, and we might just let it off. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good thinking. Yeah. That's
It's every month. Yeah, every month. Start of the month. Yeah.
With Marshapalooza, is there any? So Marshapalooza obviously has the best healthcare, education, medicine, all stuff like that.
Absolutely.
But
yeah.
what unusual list is the country of Marshapalooza top of?
Oh, soundness, I would say.
Okay, now just for people who are maybe aren't from Ireland, can you define soundness?
Soundness incorporates everything from niceness to interesting to compassionate. I don't know. There's so many. It's just a big abbreviation of the nice stuff of a person. They have. It was my first joke. I actually have. I have a nickname then that I kind of gave myself when I started doing comedy. I said that I'm down at home in Tipperary. We have a competition every year to judge the soundest person in the whole of Tipperary.
Yeah,
I'm known as Mr. Dead Sound. I didn't actually win. I came in second, but I kicked up such a fuss at losing that the guy who won gave me the prize because he was a fucking dead sound bloke. And that was my. I remember at the time thinking, if I ever have to drop that as my opening joke, I don't know what I'm going to do. But
yeah.
But that was I actually
that was your that was your A story. I noticed a Minister for Soundness, and I was like, are they sold officially, or did you get that made?
No, that's Hairy Baby. I mentioned I have 7 nephews and 3 nieces.
Yeah.
My birthday or Christmas, their go-to thing to buy me is a T-shirt, usually Hairy Baby or for Whispers to start doing T-shirts. Now I love a T-shirt. The idea of wearing a blank T-shirt just doesn't.
No, you can't have. You have to have something on it. For people who are still only new to the term of soundness, it also doesn't mean that you have to be like best friends with someone to achieve that. Like someone in a shop going, "Oh no, you go ahead there." Geez, there first.
Yeah,
like just little thing. Yeah, politeness.
There's just, or it's a kind of you kind of get to know someone before you can decide their sound.
Yeah.
There's not people can act sound, but then they're not sound. So I think. It's one of those things that once you get to know them, if somebody says in Ireland, if somebody said to you, "Do you know Paul Marsh?" and you go, "Oh yeah, sound."
Yeah.
That's all you have to do, and that's it. That's the highest achievement you can get.
That's
like
a stamp of approval.
Boom.
Yeah.
There you go. Sorted.
Sound man. Yeah.
Sound.
It's funny because even today, I was talking to someone, asked them to do something, and I went, "Oh, good man." But if I had said sound man, then I don't know what he would realize it, but that would be he's really helped out Kevin. Yeah. I feel like Irish people are good with the understated compliment like that.
That's literally this. It's we don't give compliments that well, but that is one of the best ones.
Yeah. Sound. He's sound. Yeah.
I'd loads of examples of the kind of stuff where somebody says something to you and then they take it away. Like the Irish compliment. I remember my mother-in-law saying to me one time, "I grew a beard. I grew a beard. I'd love to have a beard, but I can't in the fire brigade." So I grew one for my summer holidays. I had a month off and I grew a beard. And I came in and she goes, "Geez, that beard really suits you."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, thanks very much." I think she kind of realized she gave too much of a compliment, and she said, "Yeah, because you have a bit of a going on."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, that's typical Irish thing.
Yeah,
you
it
give it and then you take it back.
Yeah, bring them back down to earth.
You can't. Or people, you give them too many compliments, people get notions. That's the worst thing.
Notion. That one has notions.
Worst thing you can have in Ireland.
Yeah.
That's notions. You just next thing you know, you're moving to America.
The one thing I realized as well recently, I'm going to America. There's another thing as well. If someone says, "Geez, they're weird," right? Or if someone describes something they do as weird, I think weird is good, right? Obviously,
it can be, it can be good. Yeah,
everyone has something weird going on. Do you know, has a weird interest. I do this podcast. It's a weird thing. But if someone says they're strange, you stay away from that man or that woman. The strange is no.
Or odd as well. Odd is another one. You can say it with a smile. He's a bit odd.
Yeah.
And then you kind of laugh and you go, yeah, odd as in if you're talking to him in the pub, he's great crack. But don't go hiring him to be your number 2 in your job.
No, don't be throwing out the number to him. He'll be on to all hours of the night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird. If you stay to weird, then there's odd, and then there's strange. Strange is he could be fighting you in the middle of the night. He could be pulling up and jumping out of the car and going at you.
Or cracked as well. Something like a fella, my neighbor said to me there about this guy that we know in Raccoon, and he goes, "Oh, he's fucking cracked." I was talking to him on the pub the other night for 2 hours. But you'd think that when he's saying at the start that he's cracked, that he's obviously saying stay away from him. But then he followed it on by, I was talking to him in the pub for 2 hours the other night.
My immediate thought
it's a good cracked.
If you hear cracked, maybe not everyone, and that's fine, but anyone who has a bit of bit of banter to them will go, I need to go over and talk to that person just for a few minutes, just to see what's going on.
But again, if he's cracked, good in a pub environment or out and about. Yeah, you're not going to hire him to work in your shop.
No. No, you couldn't. Okay,
so it's good and bad in both. Yeah.
So I should go back and say your country of Marshapalooza has the most soundness. The people most soundness.
Most sound per population. Yeah.
Sound can also mean, by the way, dependable. I should mention that as well.
Oh yeah, that's another
sound. Just
he won't let you down.
Yeah, especially if buying cars. He's sound.
That's it. I think that there would be no haggling in Marshapalooza.
It is what it is. Price is a price.
It is the price of the price. There's no. I fucking hate. I hate haggling.
Do you ever do that thing where my dad showed me it and I was surprised by it, where it's like, let's say I buy a car off you for 2,000. And I go, there's your 2,000, and you go, and there's €5 back for good luck. And you go, fine, I don't know. Would you have that in it?
We used to, that I would have seen that being done loads of times. One of the things I thought you were going to say there was Hansel it. Do you know what Hansel is?
What?
Do you ever hear that? Hansel. Sometimes, especially if you were buying a bag, you would Hansel it. It's for good luck. And I remember my sisters, we went to New York. Probably shouldn't be saying this, but anyway, went to New York and on a trip at the fire brigade, and my sisters were asking me to get them Louis Vuitton fake handbags because the Louis Vuitton handbag was like $600 or $700.
Yeah.
But apparently you get them in New York for. So one of the guys said he was down near Bloomingdale's, and there's a fella in a van across the road selling these things, right? And it was the very last day, and I went down and I said, "How much?" And he said, "I think he said $100." And I looked at my wallet and I said, "Look, I've only got $80.
Yeah,
I'm getting on a plane literally in 2 hours or whatever.
This isn't even haggling. I just have 80.
Yeah, I don't have it." And he goes, "Okay, $90." And I was going, I'm not haggling with you, buddy. I've got $80. I've not Nelson. There's a fellow with me, and I said, "Do you have any cash?" And he was like, "No, I've no cash." And he was like, "Oh, okay, look, just give me the bloody $80." And I took the $80 and I got the bag, and I said to him, "Are you going to Hansel it for me?" And he was like, "What's that?" "It's for good luck. You put change into it." He was like, "Change?" "Yeah, coins. You put coins in. It's an Irish thing." And he goes, "Hang on a fucking second. You just got this fucking bag off me for $80. You want me to put fucking change in?" He lost the I was like, okay, we're going. But the fellow that was with me was like, "Oh, come on, Marshy, this is what I mean." But so Hansel is just this thing. You can't, you can't buy a bag, especially. There's other things as well. Like people will, some people will sell a car, they might give you put change in the.
Yeah. It's the same sort of thing. Yeah. A little
bit back, yeah.
Do you want any of that on Marshapalooza?
Oh yeah. Hansel, you have to Hansel everything in Marshapalooza.
Yeah, that's a
coffee is $5.50, but they give you 20 cents back
in the cup.
In the cup, down the bottom of the cup,
down the bottom,
like a tequila, like a worm. It's gonna be.
All right. What I do have to ask, what kind of mundane everyday item is banned in Marshapalooza, or what pet peeve? You have a fair few, I think.
I normally would have. Well, I don't know. We banned the national anthem anyway. AI. I fucking hate AI at the moment. I've scares the shit out of me. Well, I'd like to ban AI.
Have you tried to use it, or is it just no?
No. Just I would be the first to admit I'm technologically not great.
Yeah.
And I'm bordering on one of those people who get fooled by AI on a regular basis. I think it just gets better and better.
Yeah.
And I just think, no, in the next few years, I'm definitely going to be one of those. Like, I would have laughed at people who would have got those emails and go, "Geez, how did you fall for that email?" It's as obvious,
Yeah.
But now with AI, I think those emails and all, they're all just going to get scarily good. But recently I saw that Rhys Darby, Rhys Darby, he's a New Zealand comedian. He hasn't been around. Yeah, he hasn't been around for a long time. The last time I saw him live was for my 40th, which was 13 years ago. And then he just kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
And turns out what he was doing was most of his work is voiceover work. So he's got a very distinctive voice.
Yeah.
So he does cartoons and he does ads and he does everything. He does non-stop doing voiceover work based in LA.
Yeah.
That's pretty much gone. He did a show, an interview recently. He said like 90% of that is gone. AI can do that now. They can put in, you can have any voice. They can get Kevin Ryan's voice, Kevin Ryan type voice. And it's not specifically your voice, but it's a voice very like yours. You're out of work, just like that. So that's one job gone.
Just gone.
It's a very specific job, but that's gone from AI now. So I just think that bit by bit, that's what will happen, And I think.
Do you think stand-up will stay?
That's the thing. Could they write jokes? I don't know. I think that I love comedians who just think outside the box. It just even like we'll say I'm reading a book at the moment, Adam Bloom's.
Yeah.
As I'm reading it, I'm like, I do this already. But what he's doing is he's putting it into context, what you are doing already, like the rule of three and stuff like that. If he's able to do that and put it into, explain it so well in this book, somebody might be able to explain it so well to a computer that it could actually turn out material. I think, but from reading Adam's book, that I just kind of thought that maybe I think that it's the thinking outside the box. It's the real obscure stuff that I'm always trying. I can see that people will do jokes that are very obvious. Like if I said to you, limerick is a lot like sex, right? There's a muscle in my brain that I could turn to 3 or 4 different comedians, and we would probably come up with the same thing, and we would come up with 3 answers.
You're right.
Because and you could do. There's certain jokes like that. That or if there's something presented. I remember years ago, Trump was on about building a wall, and it was on right. So you approach this from a comedy point of view. Where is there a big wall? There's one in China. Yeah. You say, okay, well, he has got a point, because I was in China recently and they have a big wall and I didn't see any Mexicans anywhere.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Now, the reason I'm saying that joke is 4 different comedians that I know of around the time had versions of that joke. Yeah. Because the facts were presented in front, Yeah. So that's there was a time, actually the best one is the Lewis strike for 50%. They want 50% wage increase. Now, it was bad publicity because what was happening is they had missed a couple of wage increases. Yeah. And 4 of them had added up to 50%. But the media were going, fucking 50%.
50%. Yeah.
Really. And the media were giving them loads. And I mean, I thought it was bad form, And but anyway, the Dublin Bus won the lotto. They had like a consortium, whatever you call them, a bunch of them kind of won the lotto, and the lotto was 6 million or something, which is a lot of money. This is like 15 years ago, whatever. Yeah. And I remember hearing this on the radio going in to work, and I'm thinking, oh, a good joke would be, say, if that was the fucking Lewis drivers, they'd be looking for 10 million or something, So I just thought, So I went into work, and I you check your fire engine and you check your motor and all that. And I came in, I was having a cup of tea, and I took my phone out, and somebody already had that joke up. And I thought, I missed my window. I should have gone with it, right? The next day on the Sun newspaper, I think it was the Sun newspaper, because we get all the newspapers and works. Everyone drops them in or whatever. In the middle page, somebody was reading out to me, "Oh, look, you got to see this," and it was 12 versions of that joke.
Fucking hell!
Darrow, O'Brien, Dustin, the Turk, everyone. Yeah. They said, "Oh," and someone did an article going, "Twitter was a light last night at the expense of the Lewis drivers," and everyone. There was 12 versions of that joke. Yeah. You know what I mean? So 12 comedy minds went there. I definitely think this is a muscle that you grow as a comedian, but you could also train a computer to do and roughly generate jokes like that,
That's there might be like there'll be a certain level of AI comedian, let's put it like that. Yeah. But you won't get.
But then there's other ones like if you get a chat, Dan Natterman. Have you heard of Dan Natterman?
No. Don't.
How blue is this? Is this
it's whatever you decide. Yeah, it's whatever you decide.
Well, I'll give you an example. How I heard about Dan Natterman was there was a joke where he said that when he was in school, his career guidance teacher came in one day with a banana and a condom. Right. And he said, "Kids, today I'm going to show you how to put on a condom. And the reason I have the banana is I can't get an erection on an empty stomach." Now, to me, I love that joke because that joke does not fall into any category. That was just pure madness on his. He literally, nobody out there, I could guarantee you, no one else out there has that joke.
That was just a bizarre
the mind of Dan
logic.
Letterman.
Yeah.
And if you listen to his album, he's loads of stuff like that. It's all very. Now he does do a kind of a pull back and reveal on jokes and stuff like that, but just generally the first thoughts are just mad. So he, I think, is a bit of a mad individual that just really works well at comedy. And comedians like that, AI are not going to touch them.
Not a bit.
No way.
I have a bad question for you. But it's what every politician faces this sort of question at some point in their life. There's a scandal going to break out involving President Paul. You get to pick what scandal would the people find out about you? Your approval rating was 91%. Now it's down to 74.
Yeah. What would be my scandal? Shit, I don't know. What would be my biggest flaw?
Take your time. I can edit this.
I don't know. For some reason, I went to eating there for some reason. That's my
eating. Are you a foodie?
No, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm upset. Yeah, I have to just. There's a voice in my head going the whole time. Just stop thinking about food.
Right.
I don't know. Let me think. What else?
Would you steal food?
I think I'm a nice enough fella. I don't think I would do bad on anyone. What else? Probably be speeding or drunk driving or something like that. No, I wouldn't drink drive either. Sorry. No, not drinking. It might be speeding. It might be that I got a sports car and lost a run of myself and fucking caught speeding.
Okay, so you were speeding towards a new restaurant. Yeah. What's your favorite restaurant or fast food or anything like that? What would be your favorite place to go to now?
What would be my favorite? Actually, I live beside a pub called the Poaching still.
Right.
Do you know that? Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't. Yeah.
It's on the Nace Road and it's well known for, even before I ever moved to Racool, I used to go in there for the carvery. I mean, it's gas. I won't even pick McDonald's. I'll go carvery. Yeah. So I'm actually going there today when I collect my little fellow from school. We're going straight in.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So I was speeding on the way to the carvery and the Poaching.
You brought that over. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay, you're speeding there. Okay. Would you be willing to sit down with the top journalists in the country, like a Frost Nixon sort of deal, where you're sat face to face to answer for the speed gate?
I don't think I would be that much of a dictator that I would like, fuck you, I'm not answering, I'm not being answered. I would apologize.
You'd apologize, but I mean, does any politician apologize? Would you try and escape out of the scandal, or would you just flat out apology?
No, I think honesty is the best policy. Just apologize. I think people, like at the moment we'd say your man, oh God, what's his name? If he was going for president.
Gavin. Jim Gavin. Yeah.
He was just like, I don't know, we're looking into it. And like, if he'd have just said
straight, yeah,
I didn't fucking know about it. I got caught rotten there. Sorry now. I think he'd be president tomorrow.
Yeah, they don't do that though, do they? Politicians.
No,
they have an awful lot. Here's the thing though. I'm going to say that it's all very well being all apologetic, but you as well as I know, the all-rounder police would have people in jail for at least a week if they were speeding.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would say take your medicine, go to jail for a week.
You'd be in jail for a week, but they're going to put you in a nice jail, right? You're not
nice one. Yeah, I'd be like Goodfellas, where we'd make pasta all day.
All right. So you're committed to being treated like everyone else, but in prison, you're the kingpin.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Everyone will know who I am, so
they know who you are. You're doing what you want.
Cook pasta on the radiators would be grand.
We can get you a kitchen in there. You can have a kitchen in the prison. You don't need to cook pasta on the radiator.
Oh, right. Yeah. We'll go to small kitchen. So, yeah. Sounds
that fella's odd.
Yeah.
he's cracked.
I'd be like, I have a kitchen. It tastes better off the radiator.
Off the radiator. I'm telling you, try it once. Okay. It's the steam. It's the water. It's the heat. The water inside it. Okay. Do you want us to put out a documentary about you, but like a propaganda one? Any fantastical fact we can say about you?
Not a documentary, a movie, and I would get George Clooney to play me.
George Clooney.
I'd be adamant about that, yeah. Only if it's George Clooney, yeah.
I'm gonna pitch
Glenn Powell.
All right, either one. I'll see who asks for more money. I'm gonna pitch this to you. It's gonna be the all-rounder president.
Lovely, sounds good.
So you're going to be a former. Wait, is this completely fictional? Are we putting anything real in this?
A bit of fiction in it that I was. I don't know. I won an Olympic medal or something at the start.
Oh, what would you win it in?
Shot put. I reckon that when I went to a school one time. We visited this school and they shot, and I said, "Oh, give us a go at that, will you?" And I picked up a shot put and I threw it, and someone said to me, "That was really good." Like how, and I reckoned I could have been good at shot put if they only just did shot put in my school. I remember thinking I was cheated.
Paul, they gave you a tennis ball.
I was wondering why it was yellow. I was
They launched it across the fucking county.
Well, the thing was as well, they were all about 13 and I was 17 at the time. But yeah, I didn't think that mattered.
All right, we'll get that shot put, definitely not a tennis ball. Okay, yeah, no, we'll put that in. You were a former Olympic
shot
winner
put champion who dated Pamela Anderson and went on.
Oh, she's great, isn't she? Did you watch Naked Gun?
I know Naked. She's brilliant in it. Absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely, she was fantastic. There's a knock on your door at one of your house. Your house. Once you get out of prison, there's a knock on your door. Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah.
When you say are you opening the door or are you just leaving it?
Oh yeah, no, I'm just living there by myself. Maybe me and Pamela Anderson are living there together.
Right, the wife isn't there.
Yeah, well, my wife is very open.
Oh, grand, yeah. She's back in the mainland. Okay. But knock, knock, knock. Are you opening it or is Pamela or?
Oh, I'll open it, yeah.
Yeah, hello there. It's actually Paul, your finance person. Hello, fellow Paul.
How are you, Paul?
Hey, how are you doing? I just have great news for you. There is a lot of money in the country. I've checked the books and we have 10 billion in surplus. By the way, what would this country export? Like, what are we?
Oh, yeah.
Food, sure.
I don't know. Something simple like we found oil or something like that. Or
oh, sure, yeah. There's stuff off the coast, isn't there, around that area?
Yeah, we found that. Yeah, we found stuff off the coast that was just, or there's a rare fish or something that you can use in Viagra or something like that. It's better than Viagra.
No wonder why Pamela is with you. Okay, that'll do.
But Viagra, they were trying to come up with a cold medicine, and this is what, and by accidentally realized that that's what it was. And I just imagine in that lab they were like, should we keep continuing or just? And they were like, no, we're going to make a fucking fortune here.
You know the way they do tests and stuff, and they're like, oh, we have to check the side effects. How long did it take him to go, all right, we're after bringing in the next test subject? Jesus, he has an erection. That's not curing
every single one of them has erections, yeah.
But how long before they went, I know, we'll have to do more tests. Hold on a minute. This is another way to get him up out of bed.
When we go to road traffic accidents in the fire brigade, there's a thing that you can get where there's a part of your spine, if fluid leaks, you get a thing called priapism, which is a very, very erect, very strongly erect.
I shouldn't laugh. But,
yeah, I know. Yeah, it's not a good sign. It means that that your spine has been damaged. But you would often, and there would be like some guy, and you have to ask, by any chance, did you take a Viagra in the last hour? I know you don't ask him that. I'm only joking.
Okay, yeah, I'm just like,
it is this thing. It is a thing that you can get. It's one of the things. It's called priapism. It's
right,
something that you watch out for in road traffic accidents.
So when. Next time I'm in bed, love, kick me in the back really hard there. We're gonna have a great night.
I can. Yeah, I'm having problems getting it. Give us a kick in the back.
Just give us a good kick there.
And then I'll lie still.
You do the rest. As Paul, the finance person, he said he has great news because you have so much money in the country. Your people who are delighted with you because you went to prison, you were just like them. Yeah. They would like to build a world wonder, something really fancy, but they're not very creative like you. So what could we build in your honor?
Oh, I would say something like Tato Park, but it'd be Marshy Park or something like that. Yeah.
Marshy Park. Oh my God.
Marshy Park,
bonkers in this park.
Yeah, you have all the rides, and in between the rides, there's bushes to hide for 52 bonkers.
Did you ever see those? I've never gone to them, but I'd love to. You see, there's a few, I think there's places in America where they've kind of reconstructed a town, but it's for kind of like zombie survival.
Oh, paintball or something. No, I haven't seen that. No.
Yeah, so like, let's say they'll have a load of actors dressed up as zombies. You run off, you have, I don't know, 6 hours or something to hide and do whatever, and they just have to find you, and obviously they eat you and kill you. But then if you survive, it's great.
Because the Running Man is coming out, they're doing a remake of it, and I always thought that the Running Man with paintball would be
that'd be fun. One. Yeah.
In a big forest someplace.
We can do all this.
It took the whole day.
Yeah. We can do all this for Marshy Park.
Yeah, that'll be it. Like, I have a forest, and just the whole forest is one big Running Man, and every day is someone different, and it's your day today.
Fantastic. Okay, we are going to spend so much. It's going to take about 2 billion in cost. Is that
no
right?
problem.
Okay.
Money's no object.
Paul, brilliant news. Paul is going to run off and do that. While he's going off and do that, when it's your birthday, how do you want people to celebrate you?
Oh, just come out for actually a barbecue. Yeah,
barbecue.
I've barbecue mad in the last while. Yeah, definitely a big barbecue someplace.
Okay, what would be your
I
thing
used
for
to
the
cook
barbecue?
I used to cook and work, and one of the things when you cook in a fire station is that your budget is not that big, so you learn how
Mm,
to do large portions with very
with
little.
little.
So anything with mince. So my three things are lasagna. I do a brilliant lasagna,
Yeah.
spaghetti bolognese, but my piece de resistance is burgers. I just have a thing about burgers.
What would be your
And
burger now? What if you were like, I need to serve up a burger to the
the
NATO?
burger I make at the moment is about 40% sausage and
Mm,
60% mince
right,
with
right.
finely cut up onions. I'll put an egg and I'll put flour in it to hold it together. Um, I dabble every now and again with different what to put on top of it and seasoning
Yeah,
and the whole
yeah,
lot.
yeah,
But that
yeah,
would be.
yeah.
But how I like to cook them is I always think a burger is nicer is if you seal them on a pan and then put them in an oven rather than actually do. I know I'm saying a barbecue because
Mm.
barbecues are nice, but what I would like to do there is seal it on the barbecue and then put it in an oven and they stay
Oh,
juicy in
okay.
the middle. Yeah, so that's
Ah.
that's my perfect burger. And then um, three times cooked chips or else twice cooked chips.
So
So
you're going to do that
that's
for 500,000 people for your birthday?
well, no, I'm going to hire a load of chefs to do that. And we're all
You'll
going to
teach
have
them.
yeah,
You'll have your
yeah, how
all-rounder
to do it.
police
Yeah,
and your all-rounder chefs.
all
They'll
rounder
go
chefs.
around. Okay.
Everyone's
Um,
an all rounder on this island.
all-rounder. They all have to be to pull their weight.
Yeah,
Okay, so they'll all be around. They'll all be celebrating you, giving you presents. What would be the perfect birthday present for you from a citizen?
a hairy baby's t-shirt that I
Oh,
don't
they
have
will.
already.
Yeah, they will
Yeah,
throw so many. I can get sponsored by Harry Baby at the end of this
yeah,
podcast. Might be handy. There is a little bit of a bad question. You're safe. You don't have
yeah.
anything to worry about. But there was a coup attempt.
Right.
Some of the all-rounder police went, hold on a minute. This criminal who's been in jail shouldn't be leading us. We should. We control all the justice and laws and stuff. But
Yeah,
10 of them have been rounded up. They've been put in jail. But what should we do with them? Because they're very
just
adamant.
send them back to the mainland, back to
Back
Ireland. Yeah,
back to Ireland.
yeah.
Do you know where they're from?
Skip the week, the month, the whole lot, just straight back to Ireland. That's
Back
it.
to Kilkenny. That's where they're
Yeah,
from. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what. All right. Have they any way of getting back though, or are you just warning
No,
them?
never. No, you've ruined it.
You've ruined it
And
now.
then I'd have a word with whoever did the interviews. How did they let them slip by?
I
Because
thought
those
that was you.
interviews are supposed to be. No, no. The interviews for the all rounder police is done by psychologists and all. They're supposed to
What?
pick the soundest.
Okay. What do you do every day on this island? You
Not
just
much.
not much. Yeah, you don't want to do much. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're
Yeah,
the leader.
oversee the whole thing.
You
Yeah,
delegate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There is a
yeah,
knock on your door after some time has passed. Knock, knock, knock.
yeah.
Knock, knock, knock.
Hey, hello.
Hiya, hiya, and they'll walk in. Hi Pamela and hi Paul. It's Paul again, finance man.
Yeah,
I just letting you know, and I'm going to be in a bit of a rush because I'm going on holiday. I'm going to Kilkenny for 9 weeks. It's my I worked up my holiday hours. So the plane is about to go there. So I just want to let you know your Marshy Park is built. We have everything there you need. It's fantastic. We have a big, huge barbecue section as well. That's great.
lovely.
Before I go, I just had a quick look at the budget again. It turns out there's a minus sign in front of that 10 billion. I didn't see it, a tiny little minus sign. So we're actually
Yeah,
12 billion in debt. The International Monetary Fund is emailing us asking, how are we going to make money? I better go. I better get my plane. I'll be back in 9 weeks after my paid holiday. Bye.
yeah.
And he's going to leave. So what do we do?
Just do a 2-for-1 on our Viagra, or
Wait, so we sell Viagra?
no,
Off the
we
fish?
sell a rare fish that's better than so there's a part of the fish that just they put it in Viagra and it's like the best Viagra on the planet. Viagra's gone bust at this stage because we've outsold them. We're going to call it Paloozaville or something or Palooza.
Paloozaville. You've been Palooza.
No, we've already got Marshapalooza, so we call it Palooza Power. That's what it's going to be called. And it's a tablet that you just take, and you get them for a month. You don't just take one tablet and it just does one day. You just have them for a month whenever you want them,
When you
and it's the best.
wait, what do you mean you have it for a month? Like you have an
Just
erection for a month?
anyone who can't get an erection can get an erection for a full month now with this thing.
But that's a bit long, isn't it?
I'm just trying to sell it. I'm just trying to say how good it is. This is why we're going to make 12 billion back.
So you're gonna.
We don't have to worry about money.
Okay, yeah, no, they'd be 2-for-1. So 2-for-1. So for 2 months for the price of one, you'll have an erection.
Yeah.
Okay. It's fine. I don't know if it's. I looked up any food that causes erections, and apparently salmon does. So you sure you're not?
It's yeah, because oysters as well is supposed to be one, isn't it? That's
Is
why
it?
I was
Yeah.
thinking fish. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they put. I don't know what they put in Viagra. I'm sure it's actually Viagra is. I'm guessing that it's made in Tipperary, is it?
Is it? What do you mean by that?
Merck Sharp and Dome. Did they make Viagra or one of those pharmaceutical companies
Where is Viagra made?
made?
In Ireland. My God, I did not know that. Beyond
Yeah.
Viagra Town, the vast majority of the world's supply of Viagra is manufactured by Pfizer in a small village in County Cork.
Oh, it's
There you
Cork,
go.
is it? Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
right.
I did
Yeah.
not know that. All right, ring a skiddy.
Yeah.
There you go.
You get a what?
It's one of the side effects. All right. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so we're yeah, you've solved that.
You learn something new every day. There
crisis.
you go.
Yeah, I did not know that.
I actually thought it was Tipperary. For some reason, I thought it was Merck Sharp and Dome.
No,
There's like
we're
this town, there's a pharmaceutical place in Tipperary between Clonmel and Carrick-on-Shore, and it's like a town. It's just a massive big plant.
we're the Tipperary is the opposite of an aphrodisiac. We're we stopped that dead. We killed the mood after the coup and the budget crisis and everything. I think some people would like to know that everything's okay. So we figure, your advisors figure, you need to have a photo op. You know how Putin will sit on a bear and he'll be shirtless and he'll be like, look how strong I am. So what would you do as a photo op to show everyone you're in charge, everything's fine?
I don't know. It's photo op for me. What would be my persona? A photo op would be just me handing out burgers at the barbecue. I think that would sum me up. I think.
Oh yeah, you're feeding the poor, feeding
Yeah,
people,
it's feeding everyone.
poor,
Just
feeding everyone. Yeah, that's a lot of burgers.
Yeah.
You haven't made these burgers though, right?
No, but I mean, I would go in with with my spatula and hand out a few and just get a few photographs taken and then move on.
Right. Yeah. So you, Jesus, it's so cynical. Such a political answer. I'll go in. I didn't make the burgers. I'm just going to claim I made them. So you're going to claim you made those burgers.
Yeah, and hand out a few photographs taken.
Can you say a few?
Yeah.
2 or 3?
2 or 3, yeah, just enough for photographs. Yeah.
How many? How many fucking? That's another.
And
day.
then the all-rounder chefs can take over. So
right, the all-rounders will do that, and you go off.
Yeah,
God, you're slowly turning into Miall Martin. Okay, that'll do you. That's lovely. You get a few photos.
Yeah.
When at some point you will have to decide who's your successor, right? You'll have to announce to people that you're going to stay on until the wheels fall off and you die and you're gone.
Oh no, I'd retire at some stage and kind of oversee the new guy coming in, but I don't think it should be that whole thing about kings and all where they have their sons. I wouldn't like to put. I've one child. I wouldn't like to be putting them under that pressure. Just
you wouldn't trust
you
him.
go off and do whatever you want to do. Yeah, I don't know. I probably would trust him, but I just think you just keep your eye on your success. Who's soundest. Have a few Mr. Dead Sound competitions or Mrs. Dead Sound competitions.
Mr. and Miss Well, yeah, Dead Sound competition.
Yeah, and come up with Dead Sound competitions, and then come up with about a window of about 10 that you might think of handing over to, and then actually there you go. I'd pick my 10 favorite and then let the public decide.
Oh, they'll get to vote then as who's the soundest. Jesus.
Once every, not even it's an election every lifetime.
Yeah, at the end of their reign,
about every 50 or 60 years. Yeah.
And when you said you were going to retire, like, are you retiring, staying on the island, or are you leaving?
Oh no, staying on the island, yeah, and just,
you just want to stay,
eating barbecues and speeding around.
Going to jail every now and again.
Yeah, every 2 trips to jail. Yeah,
that happens. Yeah, for your radiator pasta.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so this is the island, basically the island of soundness, right? That's it's going to be on your flag or something.
Yeah,
that's great. Okay, Paul. Because I'm not calling you president anymore. I think
that the thumbs up would be just would be the symbol as well for the flag.
I've read something
just
before that apparently that's passive aggressive as an emoji.
Oh, is it? Thumbs up. How about that?
Is that not racist?
Is this?
Yeah, I don't know. Look, that apparently is
or double.
Maybe
that'd be an emoji.
Surely that's okay. Yeah. There's moose ears. Okay, so you can do that as your flag or your.
That's going to be the flag. Yeah,
that's perfect. Okay. Yeah. Paul, thank you so much for chatting with me.
No
about your
problem at all,
island,
Kevin.
your Sound Island. Can I ask you, where do people find you offline and online?
Oh, I'm online. I'm Paul Marsh comedian on Instagram and TikTok. I put up videos most days, about 4 or 5. Also, I have my own podcast with two friends of mine, Johnny Camden and Carl Spain. We do a movie podcast, which is basically, we say it's a movie podcast. We don't stick to subjects. It's kind of like a man shed.
Yeah.
Honestly, I swear, about once a week they come up to me and Rakul. I cook burgers. We do a podcast and then I cook burgers and then we go home. We eat donuts.
Can I get on the podcast for the burger?
We actually haven't done any guests yet. That's our next thing. We will get you. I'll get you on if you. If
I can get up for the burger, that'd be.
We just met. We met yesterday and we recorded 2 episodes. So we're meeting again next Tuesday. So season 2 is out soon. So
sweet.
yeah, it's we're loving it. It's great crack, But like that, we're doing something. We're just happy to be doing something.
Yeah. No, really cool. What was your last movie you watched?
We didn't actually. We don't watch. It's strange. We pick strange subjects. The last thing we did was favorite movie character, and then we did a podcast yesterday that they were all getting annoyed about. I'm trying to think what it was. I should have it here actually. Oh, remakes, movies that were good remakes from the original, or even better. And then we were kind of talking about what movies would we like to see remade. Reboots and remakes, we were kind of arguing over what's a reboot and what a remake is, but I just think there's a load of great movies out there that I wouldn't mind seeing kind of done with new CGI or up-to-date actors, whatever, and just bring it to another generation. I had a T-shirt on the other day. It's Nurse Ratched from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah.
And it says medication time, and this comedian said to me, "What movie is that from?" And I was like, I was in shock that to me, that's a classic,
Yeah, maybe.
And what's his name? He was in the Dylan movie and Wonka. What's his name?
Gene Wilder.
No. In the new one, he's in everything. He's in every kind of
Johnny Depp.
Timothy Chalamet. Everything should be remade with Timothy Chalamet.
Okay. What's the name of the podcast again?
It's called the Filmedy podcast. So it's film and comedy.
Filmedy.
Put together. Filmedy podcast. Yeah.
Yes.
We have an Instagram page and all this.
Perfect. Okay. Finally, if people are on your island and they decide not to listen to your podcast, what's the punishment for them?
At least that's a month. Month.
It's a
month per episode.
Murder. Yeah. Month. How many episodes have you done?
We've 25 in season 1, and we've about
2 solid years in the jail.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, bye. Oh, the cat is back. All right, bye, everyone.
Right, thanks.